Stacy's Homestead, and I'm going to be doing another batch of pickled eggs. We really like the pickled eggs, and in the past I always just use my homemade hot sauce, but a lot of people use that red hot sauce. I've never tried that, so I bought some, and we're going to do that. And plus I don't have any more homemade hot sauce. I have to make it. So I'm doing the lazy way and just buy the hot sauce. Okay, and all I'm going to do is peel some onions and get some sausage out of the fridge. And I already got my eggs peeled here and my vinegar ready, and then we'll get to it. I'll bring you in. Okay, so we're just going to chop up these onions any which way we can super fast because it's stinging my eyes. And I'm just going to put it in this pot for now. So put those onions in the pot. Whoosh, sting my eyes. I got to do it super fast. I always try to be a ninja when it comes to cutting onions. And of course, I have a knife that is not the best. I mean, it's a good cutting knife, but not for cutting vegetables. I can't find my other ones. I always just stick in places. Oh, my eyes are stinging. I'm trying not to cut my fingers off while I'm doing this. Alright. Oh. There. Just toss these away. Out of my eyes. Out of sight. Ah, get away. My eyeballs are melting. Okay. Whew. It always does that when you don't have a sharp knife. It makes your eyes get all gucky and watery. Alright, so we're gonna do little smokies. And we're just gonna cut each one of these in half on the bias since they're very small. We're gonna do that before we put them in. So we won't do it right now. I'll just open the bag. And then as we go, before I pop them in, I'll just cut them. Okay, so let's make our sauce. Alright. Now let's get our cup. We're going to do 1 cup of my homemade apple cider vinegar, or just apple vinegar. Apple cider is totally different, but people call it apple cider. Alright, so apple vinegar, ferment, my homemade, we're going to do I think we're going to need, let's just start off small batch and see, 1 cup, do 1 cup of that, and 2 cups of white vinegar. So we got 3 cups total. We got 1 and then 2 cups of white vinegar. So we have 3 cups of vinegar. And I'm going to add 2 cups of water. You can do half and half. A lot of people do exactly half water, half vinegar. But I like to do a little less water. So I'm going to do 2 cups of water. So I got 3 cups of vinegar, 2 cups of water coming in. Let's get that one. I don't have it ready here. So I got 1, 2 cups of water. Now we're gonna do, let's do, what do you say? Let's do 3 cups of hot sauce. So I already tried this with some buffalo wings. It's pretty good. It's pretty decent, but I was going to tell you mine's better. But I think it'll make a pretty good pickled egg. Alright, so let's do 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we got 3 hot sauce things in here. I think 3 is good. Equal vinegar and equal hot sauce. Alright. Since eggs are really hard to penetrate flavor, you want this flavor to be stronger than you would think. So we're gonna stir that up real fast with our handy dandy whisker whisk. Give a little taste here. It has a nice little vinegary taste. Let's put some red pepper flakes. We're gonna get some of this and add it to it. I think it needs a little more spice. My homemade barbecue sauce is spicier than this. Alright, we'll do that. And then a little bit of chili powder. Just add a little chili powder to it too. Why not? Why not? So when I add things, I usually just coat the top lightly of whatever I'm adding it to. So that's how I measure. And so I could say about a tablespoon of red hot peppers and then about a teaspoon of dark chili powder. Let's stir that in. This is not, we're not canning these, we're just doing refrigerator ones. And they'll be perfect ready for the Christmas time, the holidays. For when my kids are home, this is going to be such a good snack. It's going to take that long to really marinate and penetrate. I'm going to add these peppercorns not in here. I'm going to add them in the jar that I'm using. I'm using a gallon pickle jar. And a little bit more, probably about a good tablespoon of peppercorns. And then we're gonna get some garlic. If you want to put pickling spice in here, you can. It's not my favorite, so I tend to not use it. I tend to not do that. Let me get my garlic so I don't forget. Okay, so we have our garlic, and I'm just gonna add, we're gonna do the jar too. So I think we're done with that, with the brine. That's what we're doing in the brine, okay? And we're gonna heat that up. But I need this pot available, so I'll heat that up after I get the pot available. Okay, so we got peppercorn in here. We're gonna do a handful of garlic. Another little handful already peeled garlic I have. There. Garlic gives good flavor. This is a big jar. I love the flavor of garlic. And those are good to snack on too. Alright. So, we're going to add some onion. We're just rip it up and put that onion in here. Then let's add some salt. I almost forgot. We're going to add some salt. I'm trying to do this super fast. We're going to add a couple tablespoons of salt. Okay? One. Which means a couple big palmfuls for me. Two. Let's do just a little bit more. Three. Alright. Because it's a big jar. It's a big jar. I think, just maybe a little bit more. We want it to penetrate the egg. Alright, the salt helps that with that. And let's, if I was doing a regular one, I'd add sugar, but this is the hot sauce one. So, these eggs being the hardest eggs to peel. They were old too. So you could tell because the yolk is on the side more when they get age. They aren't like in the middle. But what I did is I usually always boil, then put in ice water and peel right away. Well, I didn't. I boiled and let it cool down to room temperature, then put it in the fridge. Wait until the next day, and I'm pretty sure the membrane like just shrunk up on them. But I figured out it's when that happens, it's easier to crack it at one end, working your way down to loosen up that membrane better. So that's what I did, and it worked out a lot better when I started cracking on one end only and then rolling it around just on that one end, then working your way down. It just seemed like it release the membrane easier. Anyways, thank goodness I'm not canning these because these are not cannable. Like, I can't can these. There's too many, it's just too many little nicks and stuff. But it's fine, I'm putting them in the fridge. So, let's add our layers of eggs in here. There's a lot of eggs. We're going to do one layer of eggs all the way around. I think I have. Trying to fit them all in there. There we go. Now let's do the sausage. We're just going to cut them in half on the bias, meaning at an angle. Throw them in here. Try to put them in these spots. Can you see? Okay, good. Try to put them in the spots that have little crannies here, you know, all little nooks and crannies. Add them on the bias and put them in the spots, all the little nooks and crannies here to fill in. You can do hot dogs too, which I've done, but I have these smokies that need to be eaten. I might, if I need more, probably get some hot dogs out and toss them in there too. You can do bologna. Bologna's a good one to put in. I don't have any, but if I have bologna, your bologna, I put it in there too. Do a nice layer. And then we're going to put onion right on top of that. So let's do that. And then let's get some more onion. Tear it up. Put your onion rings. Onion rings, all spread them out. Put them in here, and then you just keep on layering. Just keep on layering your eggs. I might just make another little jar. Just a tiny jar on the side. So I'll save this one for the holidays. And then I'll have a smaller one for me. Yeah. Alright. Stick probably more of these sausages in. Sausages? Sausages? Sausages. What movie is that from? It's from a movie. Sausages. That's a Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory, I think. Alright, that's as full as I can get that. Probably should have done less eggs and more sausage, but that's okay. Alright, let's take this onion out of here, put it with the leftover egg, and heat our brine up to add. Alright, heat this up and then pour it over it. It just helps meld the flavors together when you heat it up. Alright, so I have this jar. Let's go ahead and just put the rest of the onion, some peppercorn. We're going to do a tinier jar. Again, I could have done less onion and more sausage. That's okay. Or less eggs and more sausage and meats. Alright, this one I'll put more garlic in. Okay, so we put some peppercorn in this jar and some onion, and put some garlic in the bottom. A nice little handful of onion. Give it a good flavor. And then we're going to add salt. So this is almost, I don't know the size, it looks like a quart, a little over a quart. probably a quart and a half. We'll do a palmful and a half. Palmful and a half of salt. And then let's get some egg in here. And I'll just go ahead and take out one of these eggs. Give it to the dog. And I have plenty of eggs. I have like 100 more eggs, so, and more coming. And I pay for them though. The feed prices are high, so should be conserving those eggs. All right, let's get the rest of these sausage in there though. I want all the sausage in. There we go. Get a couple more in this one. There. Okay. Yay, we did it. We only have a little bit of onion left. And I'll just fry those up with breakfast in the morning. Okay. So put our onions aside. And now our brine should be hot enough to add. And when you heat your brine up, it helps it penetrate your eggs, you know. I'm going to do another pickled egg in the next couple weeks, or probably the next few days, just regular. I got to get some jalapenos. My jalapenos aren't coming in so fast. This heat has really hurt my garden this year. Okay, so we got the brine heated up here. Now let's get a funnel so we don't spill everywhere. Put this funnel this in here. Can you see? What's in the way? The hot sauce is in the way. All right, now you can see. Put that right here. All right, I think we might just have enough. We might just have enough here. Do it this way. Of course, and I just overflowed. Wasting it. No, it only overflowed a little. I didn't wait for it to bubble down. Alright. We do have enough. I'm going to make sure it covers everything. And as it sets, it'll bubble up. All the air gaps. Just pound it in there. Release all the bubbles. There. And then we'll put the lids on and put them in the fridge. Or no, yeah, put them in the fridge, and for at least, I like to wait at least 15 days, 2 weeks, you know, for that full flavor. But you can eat them as soon as 10 days. But that's how you do it. You can add whatever you want to it, spice-wise. It's not going to hurt it. You just want enough vinegar to preserve, you know, and salt and barbecue sauce. The vinegar is a preservative in this, and the salt. So, okay, y'all, that's another batch of pickled eggs, but this time instead of my own hot sauce, I used, what's it called? Frank's Red Hot Sauce. That's what I used, and we'll see how it tastes. See if it beats mine. But it's actually it just tastes pretty similar, so I don't think there's much of a difference, except I have mango habanero in mine. So the other previous videos, if you go back, that's what I used. And so we'll just wait a couple weeks, and then they'll be ready to rock and roll. And that's how you do the refrigerator preserved pickles in hot sauce. Okie dokie. Well, just talk to you later, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.